1945. Franklin Roosevelt has been elected for the 4th term of American president. The atomic bomb is invented. The microwave oven is invented, as are ballpoint pens and frozen foods by Birdseye. E.B. White publishes Stuart Little. Anne Frank dies. The year of 1945. If we would have had a radio station in Angola then, it would look like this in front of you, with a live studio audience, as was often the case. Tonight's show features Angola in 1945. The news, the weather, the ads, all taken from historical archives in our own county. Tonight's show is dedicated to Von Bressler. We wish him a speedy recovery and Godspeed. And so, ladies and gentlemen, in a blink of an eye, you and I will go to a time long ago. It is now 1945.
I'm so glad you came tonight. I so hope you enjoyed the show. Oh, it's so nice to see you. This is my first time on the radio. I hope you so much for coming to the show tonight. It's so nice to see you.
And welcome to the Von Bressler Radio Show. We are so excited that you guys are here tonight and in our live studio audience, so welcome. I do need your help, however, being that it is a live studio audience and the homeowners are listening. I'm going to need your help. So anytime that you see this sign, you are going to Now, I know that you guys can do better than that. They are listening at home, and we need to hear the excitement. So one more time. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We're going to be starting in just a few moments. All right, we are on in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Good evening, Angola. Tonight, we are broadcasting live from beautiful Tri-State College, WEAX. Angola, Indiana. Welcome, listening audience, to the Von Bressler Radio Theater Hour. I'm Elton Powers, filling in tonight for Von Bressler.
Tonight's show features news, weather, music, comedy, and drama, and much more. Now, don't turn that dial. And now, on to the news for February 21st, 1945.
Tonight's news is brought to you by Angola Beauty Shop.
Is your hair caressingly soft with flattening natural waves, or is it harsh and straight?
If it is not, then you need to make an appointment today for a cooler wave, for an outstanding machineless permanent today.
That's Angola Beauty Shop, Beatty Building, telephone 447.
And now, on to the news.
Topping our news this evening on February 21st, 1945, Mrs. William Burkett entertained the Busy Bee Bridge Club on Wednesday afternoon. A good time was had by all.
Also, the Dumb Dora Club met with Mrs. Lewis Gay on Tuesday evening. What a great time they had.
In other news, congratulations are in order to Mr. and Mrs. Eugene Till of Hamilton for marrying off their daughter to the son of Mr. and Mrs. W.A. Arnold of Auburn. Yes, the happy couple, Betty Jean and Robert Moore, were married on Wednesday afternoon in the Methodist Church. The bride was attired in a dark green gabardine tailored suit with which she wore brown accessories.
Her maid of honor wore a suit of hunter green wool with brown accessories and a corsage of tea roses.
Lastly, exciting news, Sergeant Richard C. Straw of Pleasant Lake married an English girl.
That's right. Richard Straw and Miss Mary Elizabeth Martin were married in the Methodist Church in England last Saturday. Congratulations to the happy couple.
And that's a wrap of the news for right now. Back to you, Elton.
Say, that's interesting news for tonight. For those of you tuning in late, you're listening to the Von Bressler Radio Theater Hour, broadcasting live from Tri-State College.
And now, brought to you by popular demand, our own barbershop quartet. Let's give a big hand for them, folks.
Tonight's Barbershop Quartet is brought to you by Maxton Chevrolet Sales.
Do you want a new truck or a new car? The 1945 models are now on display. You can walk right in and ask about them and about how you can get one.
Engine blocks are $96 and trucks are $115.
Maxton Chevrolet Sales, West Maumee at Superior. And now, the Barbershop Quartet.
Heart of my heart, I love you. Life would be naught without you. Light of my life, my darling, I love you. I love you. I can forget you never. From you I ne'er can sever. Say you'll be mine forever. I love you. Let me call you sweetheart, I'm in love with you. Let me hear you whisper that you love me too. Keep the love light glowing in your eyes so true. Let me call you sweetheart, I'm in love with you. Let me call you sweetheart, I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you.
Say, that was great, fellas. Now, let's move along to our weekly birthday list.
That's right, folks. As a regular feature, we like to wish you a happy birthday.
This week's birthday list is brought to you by the White Funeral Home. They believe believe that their purpose is to put funeral costs at a figure that does not extract the last dollar from the family that pays the bill.
You are welcome to come on in and try them on for size. White funeral home stands by its guarantee. Ask those we have served.
Ambulance phone 321.
With birthdays for February 21st are Earl Schumann, Margaret Yoder Keyes, Max Schaefer, Niall Summerlot, and Melinda Henning. And I understand we have one of our birthday people in the audience tonight. Melinda, where are you? All right, let's all sing happy birthday to her.
All right, all of those of you at home, join with us here in our studio audience in welcoming and singing happy birthday to all of the birthday people today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday to you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting an important call. We have a phone connected directly to the NBC Blue Network, and we're waiting for some perhaps war news coming in this evening. Stand by, please.
This just in. Yesterday, February 20th, the 5th Marine Amphibious Corps, consisting of the 3rd, 4th, and 5th Marine Divisions, landed on Iwo Jima. This is the America's first landing on traditional Japanese territory. Stay tuned for further details. And now, back to our show.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special celebrity guest with us tonight. We have the famous Lorene Tuttle. Come on up here, Lorene. Let's give a big round of applause for Lorene. Lorene hails from Pleasant Lake, and she is now a renowned radio star. Hello, Lorene. How are you?
I'm wonderful,
Always
Jerry.
good to see you.
Oh, it's good to see you too. How's everybody doing tonight? Good. Good.
Now, I understand that a few years back you did a show, Stand Up and Cheer, with Shirley Temple.
Yep, I sure did. And,
How was she to work with?
you know, a little bit of a brat, but not bad. Not bad. No,
bad,
no,
all
she's
right.
okay. She's okay. I've been right now working so much in the radio field that it's just been wonderful. I'm sure some of you at home have heard me on the Sam Spade show. Yes, yeah, but it's just been wonderful. I have to say, though, California is much nicer than it is right now here, but I still like coming home.
Well, that's great. Let's give a big hand for Lorene and welcome her back.
You know, I don't know about them, but I would love to hear from the quartet again, wouldn't you?
Well, why don't you go ahead and introduce
Could
them
I?
for us?
Oh, please. Could we have the Barbershop Quartet back up? Come on, guys. Weren't they fabulous?
On a Sunday morn sat a maid forlorn, with her sweetheart by her side. Through the window pane she looked at the rain. We must stay home, Joe, she cried. There's a picnic too at the Old Point View. It's a shame it rained today. Then the boy drew near, kissed away each tear, and she heard him softly say, "Oh, won't you Wait till the sun shines, Nellie, when the clouds go drifting by. We will be happy, Nellie, don't you cry, for we'll go down Lover's Lane, we'll wander, sweetheart, you and I. Wait till the sun shines, Nellie, by and by. By and by. Yes, by and by. Your turn's coming.
What are we going to do? Oh, a good religious piece.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I've got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. I've got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. I've got a home in glory land that outshines the sun, way beyond the blue. Jesus gave me the light and I'm gonna let it shine. Jesus gave me the light and I'm gonna let it shine. Jesus gave me the light and I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine on me and shine on you. Gonna tell what the power of love can do. Gonna let my little light shine.
Great once again, fellas. Please stick around for the second half of our show.
Turning now to the Angola Feed and Seed Show.
Tonight's Angola Seed and Feed Show is sponsored by Donald D. Day, the farmer's friend auctioneer. Donald gives competent service which is guaranteed, whether you are selling real estate or livestock. Contact him today. Phone number 45117 in Edgerton, Ohio. I understand that Donald is listening in tonight from his home in Edgerton, Ohio. Hope you are keeping warm tonight. And now, on to the exciting farm news.
I am so excited. Today's American farmers are marching along the road to victory. Oh no, we are not in the trenches, but we are on the home front. No flags are flying for us, nor are we earning any medals, but we are feeding the world. Let's look at our victories. In 1944, food production reached an all-time high. We are now able to feed millions in the armed forces and those of us at home as well. This is a job well done, farmers. Congratulations, and keep those plows going.
This part of tonight's Angola Seed and Feed Show is brought to you by Roscoe Munger. He is looking for large quantities of rats and minks for their hides. So, if you have any rats lurking in your barn, now is the time to, excuse me. He is open until 10 every night in February. Phone 4501. And now, back to the farm news.
Exciting news. On the farm scene, we can now order talking pictures to help with farming. 3 feature films are now available for order. You can show these at your farm and livestock organizations, lodge, club, or school performances. Everyone will rally around these films. Cows and chickens, nation's meat, and livestock and meat. And lastly, in our news this evening, the War Manpower Commission had declared the pet milk plant a critical war industry. More milk is needed in 1945. This is your chance to do vital war work in our hometown. See Elmer Jensen at the pet milk plant in Angola and be an American.
Tonight's Seed and Feed show has been brought to you by Howitt's Certified Seed Corn. Buy the best for less.
Wow, I'd forgotten what farming was like in the Midwest. I'm going to make sure I check my homestead for rats tonight.
You do that. And now, it's time for our weekly game show, What Do You Know?
Tonight's show is brought to you by the Strand and Brokaw Theaters, located in downtown Angola.
Ray Milland and Barbara Britton star in Till We Meet Again.
She came from a world without a man.
He was a man of the world.
2 shows nightly, 7 and 9.
Adults 40 cents, children 16 cents.
Next week, double exposure.
At the Brokaw Theater, downtown Angola.
And now, folks, are you ready to play What Do You Know in Angola, February 21st, 1945? As you all know, you were given the opportunity in our live studio audience to participate by putting your names in a hat. And where's the hat? Karen, Jay? Folks, I'll go ahead and explain the rules while they're locating the contestants. First of all, there will be 5 questions. Actually, totally there will be 5 questions. And each contestant, they will work together, and they will be given 10 seconds, which will sound like this. The timer, please. Thank you. And at the end of the 10 seconds, we will ask for an answer. Every correct answer we'll hear, and every incorrect answer we'll hear. All righty. So as soon as they bring the hat down here with all the contestants, we will be ready to play What Do You Know, Angola, in 1945? All right, folks, listening audience, thanks so much, and you're welcome to play along as well. And since we have a celebrity in our audience, I believe we would like Lorene Tuttle to come and help us draw the contestants out of the hats, folks. What do you say? Lorene, listening audience, you cannot see her, but she is absolutely stunning. She's just more beautiful than you would ever think she is in the movies. Okay. Our first contestant is Carolyn Powers. Carolyn Powers, please come on up to our stage. We would love to have you play What Do You Know in 1945? And our second contestant, thank you, Lorene, is Michael Pinnell. Michael, come on up to our stage and get ready to play What Do You Know in 1945? Folks, welcome these brave contestants because, as you know by listening every week, these are very tough questions. So if they're ready, we'll introduce you to the contestants.
Just come right up here. Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Carolyn, how are you this evening?
I'm fine.
And can you tell the listening audience where you're from?
I'm from Pleasant Lake.
She's from Pleasant Lake, folks, and that's where Lorena's from. Anything you'd like to share with the audience? How many children you have? What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is purple.
Her favorite color is purple. A fine choice, folks. Let's give her a hand. Okay, Michael, let's introduce you to the audience. And can you tell us where you're from?
Snow Lake.
Snow Lake, folks. Let's hear it for Snow Lake up near Fremont. Is there ice still on the lake, sir? Yes. Still have ice fishermen on the lakes as well? And would you like to tell us anything, like your favorite color or how many family members? Or blue is his favorite color. Let's hear it for blue. Blue's a fabulous color. Come on, folks. All right, contestants, you heard the rules. Are you ready to play What Do You Know in 1945? All right. Question number 1. Who is the Vice President of the United States? And the timer is counting down. You can work together, folks. Folks, let's work together. Time is of the essence. And the answer? I will count that as an incorrect answer. Oh, Harry Truman, just in the nick of time. That is correct, folks. Let's give him a hand. All right. 1 for 1. The next one. Who just won the crown of Miss America?
Bess Meyerson.
Is that what you would like to have for the answer for both of you? She said Bess Meyerson, and that is correct. Right, we're doing fine. They're doing a fine job here, folks. Question number 3, you folks are doing fabulous. I'm sure you'll get this one. Which new young starlet made her debut in the movie National Velvet? Dark-haired beauty, folks. I think some folks in the listening audience and the studio audience know, but time's up. I'm ready for your answer. Answer is Elizabeth Taylor, and that is correct. Good job, contestants, good job. Just 2 more to go. What is the current minimum wage? We will take some help from the studio audience if you'd like to help out. Time's up, contestants. What do you think? 30 cents, they said, and that is incorrect. The correct answer I heard from our studio audience is 40 cents. That was the correct answer. And your last question, it's all on the line here, you two. Are you ready? Sure they are. How much is a loaf of bread? White or wheat, it doesn't matter. 10 cents? Their answer is 10 cents, and I am so sorry. You missed it by a penny. A loaf of bread is 9 cents in 1945 in Angola. But they did a great job. They got 3 out of 5 correct, and they are winners. Let's hear it for our contestants. And we have some fabulous prizes for our winners. Jay is bringing them out now. Drum roll, please. Jars of olives for our contestants. Thank you so much for playing, folks, and thank you, listening audience, for playing What Do You Know in 1945. Have a great evening, and God bless our troops.
Congratulations! You did a great job. Tonight's What Do You Know has been sponsored by the Brokaw and Strand Theaters.
Now showing at the Strand Theater, None But the Lonely Heart, starring Cary Grant and Miss Ethel Barrymore.
Their Love, a Torment and a Delight, based on a novel, How Green Was My Valley, by Richard Llewellyn.
Playing Sunday and Monday, downtown Angola.
And now moving on to world news.
Soviet troops have arrived at Auschwitz to discover 7,600 survivors and 648 corpses. Most of the prisoners in Auschwitz were sent on a death march at the end of January. In other news, the Yalta Conference was attended by Roosevelt, Churchill, and Stalin. They met in the Ukraine to determine steps to be taken with post-war Germany. On a lighter note, Joan Crawford just received the Best Actress Award for her performance in Mildred Pierce, and The Lost Weekend by Billy Wilder won 3 Academy Awards. And that's it for World News.
Tonight's World News was brought to you by Steuben Printing Company. Today, every American is conserving all commodities necessary to our ultimate victory.
One of the best ways to do this is to use printing. Your advertising will promote goodwill, information, tolerance, and faith in the future.
Call your printer today. He will help with your advertising now.
Call Steuben Printing Company, phone 29.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've just been informed we have a special guest with us in the audience this evening. I wonder if we can impose upon him to come up on the stage with us. We have the mayor of Angola with us tonight, Mayor Edward Willis. Mayor Willis, could you come up on stage and talk with us a minute? Be part of our radio program tonight. Mr. Mayor. Mr. Mayor, good of you to join us this evening.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Thanks. I understand that you've been recently discussing some of the other sacrifices that you're going to expect the people of Angola and Steuben County to make for the war effort.
Yes, we just had a conference in Fort Wayne and with Merle Tucker, who is the superintendent of the Northern Indiana Public Service Company. And they've asked all the communities to conserve energy. And so we agreed to do that, and we got with our city council, and we've agreed we have to cut back our electricity, and we're going to do such things as not allow any outdoor lighting, not allow any window display lighting, and if you have any marquee lighting, the only thing you can have is 60 watts on the marquee.
I see.
So
we're going to be following that then.
We're going to be following that and be a part of this nationwide conservation.
So you heard it here first, folks. Remember, conservation for the war effort. Now, I understand there was some interesting news about the pet milk plant.
Yes, we really appreciate everything the people at Pet Milk are doing. Last year, 1944, they sent out 217,000 cases of milk to our troops. And we really appreciate the effort for those people that are working down there. We also appreciate the farmers in the area who stepped up their milk production this year.
Terrific. That's great. Now, Mr. Mayor, I understand from the paper that there might be a new industry moving into town?
Yes, we have been informed that we're in the running maybe to bring Weatherhead Corporation. They're looking to put up a new plant, and we're pretty excited about that. The Chamber of Commerce has asked us to have all the people in the community give 50 cents or 58 cents a week in a subscription to be a part of this and to invest in this company. We feel it will be a real great addition to the community. Looking at approximately 300 jobs for the area, and that would be 300 jobs for people in the county, would not have to drive to another county. So we're pretty excited about it, plus the fact they say that this is going to be very safe conditions, sanitary, and a very clean operation.
Okay, well, thank you, Mr. Mayor.
I would also, one other thing, along the sacrifices that this community is making. We just added our 26th gold star to the Steuben County service flag, and as you know, each star represents a soldier that has been lost during the war. And we really appreciate the sacrifices that those families are having to make, and we wish them all of Godspeed. So thank you.
Yes, we need to honor our Gold Star families in Steuben County. Thank
Correct.
you. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thanks for joining us this evening. Mayor Willis, ladies and gentlemen.
I have the pleasure of introducing a rising talent in Angola. I would love to introduce Miss Patty McGee. Could we have a hand for her? Let's bring her up on stage. Yay. Oh, how are you, Patty?
Wonderful to see you.
I'm glad you're here. What are you going to sing for us?
I'm going to sing Blackbird, Blackbird.
Ah, wonderful.
And I'm so excited to be able to sing with the jazz band. Give them a hand. Blackbird, blackbird, low. Bye, bye, blackbird. Where somebody waits for me, sugar sweet, so is he. Bye, bye, blackbird. No one here can love and understand me. Oh, the hard luck stories they all hand me. Make my bed and light the light. I'll arrive late tonight, blackbird. Bye bye. Bluebird, bluebird, calling me far away. I've been longing for you. Bluebird, bluebird, this is your lucky day. Now my dreams have come true. Pack up all my cares and woe. Here I go, singing low. Bye, bye, blackbird. Someone's waiting up for me, sugar sweet, so is he. Bye, bye, blackbird. No one here can love and understand me. Oh, the hard luck stories they all hand me. Make my bed and light the light. I'll arrive late tonight, blackbird. Bye bye. Make my bed and light the light. I'll arrive late tonight, blackbird. Bye bye.
Wow. Thank you, Patty. That was terrific. And now, what you've all been waiting for, our weekly drama.
Dun, dun, dun.
Tonight's drama is called The Gambler's Morning.
The Gambler's Morning is brought to you by Dick's Grocery. Do you have a hankering for lard?
If so, you can buy 2 pounds for 35 cents at Dick's.
Toilet paper is 4 rolls for 29 cents.
Gotta have that, even in a war.
Shop at Dick's Grocery, North Wayne at Stocker.
And now, on to the Gambler's Morning.
Dun, dun, dun.
It is New York, 1945. Alexandria steps into the footlights of the club, the Swing and Sway Jazz Club. In Brooklyn, she is beautiful, tall, slim, wearing lavender. Benny leans against the bar with a cigar in the left corner of his mouth, and the Paninis are whispering together in the back.
Welcome to the Swing and Sway Dance Club. Tonight's music is by the one and only Bennett Brothers. My name is Alexandria Casarelli, and I will be your hostess for the evening.
As the evening gets underway, Benny tosses down a cigar and approaches Alexandria.
Alexandria, you got a minute?
What is it, Benny?
Did you know that your Uncle Vinny just gambled away the jazz club? You are going to be unemployed.
You're just making that up. You've always been jealous of my Uncle Vinny.
That isn't true, Alexandria. It wasn't your uncle's money I want, or the club. It is you I want. Only you.
What, Benny? I had no idea.
Don't lie to me. I can see it in your eyes. I know you feel the same way. Oh, here comes Vinny now.
Uncle Vinny, is it true? Did you gamble away the club and all our money?
I'm afraid so, Alexandria. I am sorry. But stay out of this. It is dangerous. Lots of folks here tonight at the club want money from me, and I don't have any left. See that couple in the back?
In the hats and trench coats?
Those are the Paninis. Don't speak to them, and don't leave the club alone tonight. We aren't safe.
But why should I be in danger because of your follies?
Just stay away and keep your mouth closed about what you know.
The evening has come to a close. The band is playing the last song. Time to count the money. Close up. Close up. And face the facts.
Thank you all for coming tonight. I hope you had a wonderful time at the Swing and Sway Dance Club.
I need to speak to you, Alexandria. My name is Josie Panini.
I know who you are. My brother told me. Leave me alone.
Not so fast, Alexandria. We just want to ask a few questions.
Johnny, let me talk to the dame.
Josie, don't talk to my sister like that. Alexandria, you need to leave.
Nobody's going anywhere. As soon as this crowd thins out, we have business.
Just then, the lights go out. There is a hush.
Hush.
Who turned out the lights? Uncle Vinny? Benny?
Do you need coffee? Noodles? Karo syrup?
Then shop at Dick's Grocery. They say, and I quote,
"Our low prices keep us busy."
Well, it looks like we've come to the end of the first half of our radio broadcast.
We will close out with the Tri-State College Jazz Band, and then we will take 10 minutes for station identification. Be sure to keep your radio dial on WEAX for the second half of our program.
Welcome back to our second half. And are you guys all set? All right, we're on in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome back to the second half of the Von Bressler Radio Theater Hour. Hope you enjoyed the popcorn out in the lobby.
We again want to thank Tri-State College for allowing us to broadcast live on this cold night in February. And let's turn now to an update of the local news.
Tonight's news is brought to you by Angola Beauty Shop.
Are you ready for a whirling cooler wave? No machine or electricity. Not a preheat and not like any machineless method used today.
It is a simple, safe, cooler method of permanent waving, and at a price so reasonable that it will amaze you.
Angola Beauty Shop in the Beatty Building. Telephone 447.
And now, on to the local news.
And topping our community news this evening is the Fireman's Ball. Yes, friends, coming up at the end of the month is the Fireman's Ball. This year, the event is being held at the Croxton Theater. The performance of Human Hearts will be given by the Angola Drama Company with all homegrown talent. It's being directed by Frank Adams, and the Angola Cornet Band will be playing also, and all proceeds will benefit the Angola Fire Department.
Also in the news is a chicken pie supper. Chicken pie supper next Saturday night at the Angola Methodist Church. The menu includes chicken pie, mashed potatoes, gravy, lima beans, cabbage salad, deviled eggs, cabbage salad, deviled eggs, bread and butter, jelly, pickles, pie, and coffee.
Tickets will be 75 cents for that, and serving will be from 5 until 7 o'clock in the evening, so be sure to attend. And now the exciting news, ladies and gentlemen. Exciting news. On Friday evening, April the 6th, the famous Whoa Blue Network will sponsor a Hoosier Hop in our area. Yes, that's right, folks. The Hoosier Hop's coming to town.
Stars include Skeets, Cross, Uncle Fez, Down Homers, Judy and Jen, Fred Oliver, Danny O'Grady, and George Troxel.
I cannot wait to get my ticket, and they are on sale now at Hadley's Bookstore, McNaughton's Drugstore in Fremont, and Munn's Bookstore in Angola. Children under 12 are just 30 cents, and adults a mere 60 cents.
This great event is sponsored by the Fremont Senior Class and the Public School Gym.
Don't you dare miss this treat.
And that's a wrap for the local news for February 21st, 1945.
And now let's welcome back to our broadcast the Angola Barbershop Quartet.
Glory, hallelujah, brother, some glad morning when my life is o'er, I'll fly away to a home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away, oh, fly away, oh, glory, I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. When the shadows of this life have gone, I'll fly away. Like a bird from these prison bars has flown, I'll fly away. Oh, fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. Oh, how glad and happy when we meet, I'll fly away. No more cold iron shackles on my feet, I'll fly away. Oh, fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. Away, far away, I will just a few more weary days and then I'll fly away, to a land where joys will never end. I'll fly away, oh, fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away. and by, I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. I will fly away. My wild Irish rose, the sweetest flower that grows. You may search everywhere, but none can compare with my wild Irish rose, my wild Irish rose, the dearest flower that grows. And someday for my sake she may let me take the bloom from my wild Irish rose, my rose, the bloom from my wild Irish wild Irish rose.
Payback.
Now, folks, we always like to end the night for us by blessing all of you. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. May the rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may he hold you in his hand. May God hold you in the palm of his, hold you in the palm of his hand.
Tonight's Barbershop Quartet was sponsored by Lloyd's Bait Shop.
Has your supply of wigglers and minnows run low this winter?
Then take heart. Lloyd's Bait Shop has everything the ice fisherman would want. Just drive 1 mile north of Angola on 27.
During the season.
Speaking of ice and fishermen, we have in Vaughn's studio audience a local celebrity. Please welcome up to our radio show Mr. Fred Thompson from our very own Pokagon State Park.
All right, Fred. Hey, Fred.
Fred, it's always good to see you.
Oh, boy, it's great to be here. You know, I listen to Von Bressler Radio Hour every week, every Saturday night. I wouldn't miss it.
Well,
Can't believe I'm on it.
I certainly appreciate it. We're glad you're here, Fred. Now, for those in our studio audience who don't know that much about Pokagon, why don't you give us a little history on it?
Well, you know what? It's hard to believe, but Pokagon State Park now is 20 years old.
All right.
Yeah, just 20 years ago, and back in 25, the people of Steuben County got together and they raised the money, sold some bonds, and made the money to buy the first 700 acres, $35,000. Wow. They gave that property to the state of Indiana, and that's how we got Pokagon State Park.
Now, how big is the park now?
Well, at that time, it was 700 acres, but now we're up to about 1,040 acres. And we got lots of things there. Of course, the CCC boys, Company 556, they were there for those 8 years, and they did a lot of work.
Yeah, I've heard you have quite a few buildings, nice buildings out there that the CCC put up.
That's right. And we have a lot of things going on, and we charge to get in. Now, if you go to parks in Illinois or Ohio, you get in free, but we do get 10 cents a person and 10 cents a car to get into the park. And, it's free if you're under 8 years old.
Oh, that helps. And what kind of activities do you have during the winter?
Oh, we have lots of things going on. And boy, we're sure glad we got this winter snow again, I tell you. And we have, Russell Sprague, our park superintendent, has some horses, and we have a sleigh that we give rides, pick up at the Potawatomi Inn. So that's always kind of fun. Of course, we have our animal pens. Those are Russell's pride and joy. He brought those down about 10 years ago or so. So good to have those. But probably the biggest highlight for everyone now in Indiana State Parks is our toboggan run.
Oh, yes, that's always a favorite.
Oh, there's a real favorite of CCC boys, I'm here to tell you. These are young fellas, and, they like to have fun. So they had this toboggan slide, and when they built it, it was just one track. And it'd head down through the hills, through the woods, round the curves, and that towards the Potawatomi Inn, it had a big curve. And if you got a good speed going, down on the Lake James you'd go.
Whoa.
Now, just about 3 years ago, we had to straighten that out a little bit, but we did add a second track. And boy, do we miss those CCC boys. Because when they were here, they'd go out into Lake James, and they'd cut ice from the lakes, and they'd bring that up and put it into 2 tracks, and they'd crush that out, and that's what we slid on.
Oh,
It's
nice.
hard to work now that they're gone, so we're glad that we got to snow again today, I'm here to tell you.
I'll bet you are. Now, what other winter activities do you have?
Well, we have skiing. We have 4 different types of skiing out on the trails, and you can get the old wooden skis right there at the Potawatomi Inn. So we have that going on.
Now, can the families just bring out their own sleds and sled all over the place?
Oh, yeah. We've had some monster sleds out there, hold 10, 12 people, and they slide down the hill. Oh, boy, that's great fun.
Nice, nice. Now, for those of us who have had enough of this winter weather, tell us a little bit about what we can look forward to in the spring and summer.
Well, of course, year-round, we have the Potawatomi Inn. You're probably going to ask me about the Potawatomi Inn, weren't you?
I was getting ready to, yeah.
Well, we have the inn. Of course, that's open year-round, and our innkeepers, Helen and Ben Swenson, they do just a wonderful job there. You can't beat wintertime there. And we have our crafts director. That's Dorothy Ellenbrook, and Dorothy just got back from the Army. She's in the Army, the Women's Army Corps. First sergeant, by the way.
Oh.
And we're glad that she's back safe and sound. And Ellen does all the crafts. So she does photography and painting and artwork and leather work and tin punching and all these wonderful things.
Just a little bit of everything.
That's Dorothy.
And what other activities do we have?
Well, you don't want to miss an evening with Uncle Jimmy.
Uncle Jimmy.
Yes, that's Helen's uncle, Uncle Jimmy. And he can play the fiddle, and he can lead songs, and he does square dances. And, we'll do that down in the Lana de Lounge right now.
Yeah.
It's a nice, comfortable spot. And,
with those fireplaces.
Oh, yeah, we got 3 fireplaces there in the Potawatomi Inn. And that keeps all the folks warm. And we fill about all 40 rooms here in the wintertime.
In the wintertime.
Yeah. You know what? I got to tell you, it's possible we could be raising the prices in 46. Right now, you can get a room for $350 a night, and that's a person, $350 a night. But we do include meals, so we are on the American plan.
All right.
But that may go up a little bit in 46. So.
Now, I know you've got a boys' camp out there, but I hear there's some rumors about possibly putting together a girls' camp.
Well, the boys are pretty excited about that, yes.
I thought so.
Yeah, we have the boys' camp down along the shore there, and Herman Phillips got that started and does a great job out there for the young fellas in the summertime. And Herman's thinking about putting a girls' camp right across the lake there, so I'm sure there'll be a little boat traffic going on in the summertime.
I kind of would imagine that.
And we do have the boats going. And,
You do?
and we've got the electric boats, of course, that come out from the south side of the lake. You pick up the interurban there in Angola and come on out and get on the electric boats and go to the different places. And we have some boats there at the Potawatomi Inn, too. You can rent yourself a boat and paddle on over.
Take off?
Yeah, well, head over to Bledsoe's Beach and catch one of the dances on Saturday night. And,
Well, that would work out for the hop, maybe.
Yes, it would.
All right. And what kind of animal or wildlife might we see out that way?
Well, of course, you got the raccoons and squirrels and things, and not many deer, though. Boy, you just don't see deer. But some states they're starting to release deer again. So,
Are they?
Yeah, who knows? We could get to the point where we can see some deer and out in the countryside, maybe right in the park. You know.
Hey,
that's hard
now
to believe.
that would be a sight.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
All right. Well, as always, Fred, it's a pleasure to have you here with us, and
Pleasure to
we
be here,
hope to
Larry.
have you back again.
Well, come on out to the park, Larry.
Let's give a big hand for Fred Thompson from Pokagon State Park. And now, ladies and gentlemen, on to the weather of February 21st, 1945.
Has this year's cold winter gotten you down? Are you listening in bed instead of being here in our studio audience?
Then, my friend, do I have good news for you. Cole Brothers Drugstore has just what you need. Vicks Vapor Rub, 33 cents.
Vapor rub.
Hills Cold Tablets, 29 cents.
They also carry hot water bottles for $1.03. Perfect for those cold winter nights.
So hurry down to Cole Brothers to pep you up.
Now, on to the weather.
The official word has just been sent in to me by John Parcell, our government weather advisor. Mr. Parcell has reported that we have had 53 days of deep, deep snow. I asked Mr. Parcell, how deep is deep? And he answered,
Very, very, very deep.
So there you have it, folks. In other weather news, as the snow starts to thaw, the maple syrup will start to run. Word has it that it should begin in 30 days, and there will be a good market for every gallon of maple syrup. As for the rest of the week, it will be cold and snowy. And that's the weather wrap for February 21st, 1945.
Have you ever felt like you are choking to death while lying in bed? If so, it is due to stomach gas.
In fact, one woman was afraid to go to bed at night because her stomach was so swollen with gas. That gas would go up into her throat and make her think she was choking to death.
But then she found out about Herb Help from Cole Brothers Drugstore. Herb Help contains 12 great herbs. They will
cleanse your bowels.
clear gas from your stomach.
Act on a sluggish liver and kidneys.
So don't wait any longer. Stop feeling miserable. Go to Cole's Drugstore.
Say, Jerry, we'd love to hear a song from you this evening. How about it?
Well, I'd love to. Miss Patty, would you like to join me? Thank you.
So what are we going to sing?
Let's sing side by side.
Oh, okay. Oh, we ain't got a barrel of money.
Maybe we're ragged and funny, but we'll travel along, singing a song
Side by side. Don't know what's coming tomorrow,
Maybe it's trouble and sorrow,
but we'll travel the road, sharing our load, side by side.
through all kinds of weather. What if the sky should fall?
Just as long as we're together, it doesn't matter at all.
When they've all had their quarrels and parted,
We'll be the same as we started,
just a traveling along, singing a song,
side by side.
just a traveling along, singing a song, side by side.
That was great. Now, on our show, everybody gets into the act, including our news guy, Bob. Bob, come on up here. Bob, what do you got for us tonight?
Well, my three lovely daughters and I would like to do a comedy sketch about auditioning for a talent show. It's titled Hi Ho Silver, Away.
Are your daughters in the audience now?
They're right over there.
Let's bring them up here.
All right, come on, girls.
Welcome to the show, girls.
Here they come. Gather round, children. It is time to audition for the Voice of Angola talent show. I am Simon Highbrow, once a nationally known radio personality, but now banished to be the host of the Pokagon Pop Culture Hour, heard each Sunday afternoon on this very station. But fascinating though I may be, that is enough about me. Let's find out who you are. Three girls. Must be something in the water. And what is your name, my dear?
Cherry Tart.
You certainly are. How old are you, Cherry, and what is your talent, if any?
I'm 14. I play the flute.
Let's have a listen then. Very nice. If we need someone to lead the rats out of town, we'll call. And who do we have here?
I'm Phoenix Summer. I'm 12. I play the saxophone.
Oh, goody. I was hoping that was merely a gaudy necklace. I suppose, if you must. Perfect. If it is foggy on the night of the talent show, we will post you at the entrance door. And what do we have here? An albino chipmunk?
I'm Elizabeth Ann McClanahan, and I'm 9 years old. I'm Elizabeth Ann McClanahan, and I'm 9 years old.
Saying something twice won't make it go away. If it were that easy to change things, I wouldn't be here tonight. Although I'm loath to ask, what is your talent?
I sing and dance on the good ship. Lollipop, it's a sweet trip to a candy shop where bonbons play on the sunny beach of Peppermint Bay. Hey, I know that tune. Hey, I know that tune. On the good ship, lollipop, it's a sweet.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've heard enough. Talent is a relative term, more art than science, but I promise you from the very bottom of my heart that you will be given parts in the show that are in direct proportion to the amount of talent you've shown here tonight. The audition is over, that is all. You may go.
So, what's your talent?
Beg pardon?
You've been making sarcastic remarks all night about our talent. I just wondered what yours was, or if you have one.
I can assure you, my dear girl, that I have a talent.
Well, share it. If you're good at something, you should be happy to show the world.
The world knows about my talent. Although I have been banished to this local disc jockey, my talent has been preserved for posterity through the wonder of vacuum tube technology and is heard coast to coast every week on a national program.
I want to hear it.
Mine isn't the type of talent that one simply does on command. It is classical. It is meant to be part of a larger whole, a symphony, if you will.
So what is it?
I can see that your true talent is persistence. Oh, all right. Do you know the Lone Ranger program? Of course you do. What you might not know is that the introduction to that program is a piece of classical music known as the William Tell Overture, and I can be heard on the recording of that introduction.
Great. Do you play an instrument?
Not really.
Sing?
Not quite.
Then what?
I make noises.
Show us.
I will not.
You're chicken.
I most certainly am not. Oh, all right. I will share my talent, but only on the condition that you three nasty little sprites promise to go home.
We promise.
Hold this, please, in silence so I may concentrate. Go! I've lived up to my end of the bargain. Now you please do the same.
Hi-ho, Silver! Away!
And now, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Miss Patty McGee.
Don't turn that radio dial. Patty will now play Somewhere Over the Rainbow, which was made popular by Miss Judy Garland a few years back when she sang it in the popular movie, The Wizard of Oz. Patty?
Thank you so much. This is one of my most favorite songs, so I hope you enjoy it too.
good. I like that.
Patty McGee, ladies and gentlemen. And now let's welcome back to our show our weekly advice column, Making the War Work for You.
To help us out this week, we have our own newsgirl and young bride herself, Rosie Bakerly.
Thanks so much for the introduction. You know how much I love working with all of you.
Say, when is that husband of yours coming home?
Soon, I hope. And now, making the war work for you. With 2.75 million Americans unemployed and the men still fighting in Europe, we need to count our blessings and see how we can help. First of all, let's talk about meat drippings. Women, did you know that for every pound of meat drippings you take into the market, you will receive 2 extra red points? Speaking of rationing, all cuts of meat have once again been placed on the rationing roll call. There is, however, good news. Butter rationing has been cut. Hooray for butter. I have missed it. As the snow still falls here in Angola in February, one way to take your mind off of the winter weather is to plant your garden. Yes, women, seed catalogs are in your mailboxes now. Last year, there were 40 million victory gardens, resulting in 40% of American garden vegetables. On the brighter side, the average wage is now $1,289 per year. One more note, the troops need our cigarettes. So let's get those lucky strikes into their hands for their health and happiness. Next week, we will talk about chickens in the backyard.
This week's show has been brought to you by Greyhound.
This America of ours is a vast treasure land of beauty and riches.
With fine new super coaches, new comfort features, new carefree tours, Greyhound will reintroduce Americans to the land they love.
When victory comes.
And with victory in mind, let's hear again from the Tri-State College Jazz Band.
Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We have another news flash coming over the wire.
This just in. Ernest Ivory Boots Thomas, an honored Tri-State College aeronautical engineering student, was one of the Marines who raised the first flag over Iwo Jima. Boots was chosen by his commander to represent his troops. We are proud of Marine Boots. And now, back to our show.
Wow. Alvin and Jerry, I just want to thank you so much for inviting me here tonight. I've just had so much fun. I do so miss Angola.
Well, won't you stick around for the rest of our drama?
Oh, I must. I do want to hear what's going to happen.
And now, once again, it is time for our drama, The Gambler's Morning.
Dun, dun, dun.
Last hour, our show ended with a bang. At the Swing and Sway Jazz Club. Alexandria Casarelli had just learned that her Uncle Vinny had gambled away the club, as well as all his money, to Benny Mozzarella and Johnny and Josie Panini. The last thing we heard was a gunshot. Who was shot? Are they dead? And who did it?
Dun, dun, dun.
Tonight's drama is brought to you by Kroger's. Do you need some sauerkraut or gingerbread mix?
If so, then you need to go to Kroger's for the week's 8 Best Buys. One of those Best Buys includes Spotlight Coffee, 3 pounds for 59 cents.
Or how about Jack Frost olives, only 53 cents a jar?
Kroger's, downtown Angola.
Now, back to our story. The first voice we hear is Alexandria, so we know she isn't dead. She is looking for the switch for the lights, cautiously, as she thinks the murderer still lurks.
I must find that switch, and I'm sure it's around the corner. Oh, there it is. Now, back to the club. Oh, Uncle Vinny!
Alexandria bends down and takes his pulse.
He's dead. Oh, Uncle Vinny, come back to me. Who did this awful deed?
In the shadow, Johnny and Josie Panini step out.
Well, what do we have here, Josie? Looks like a dead body. The body of...
Dun, dun, dun.
Vinny Cazzarelli.
Way to go, Johnny.
Josie, this one I didn't do. I didn't want him to have a quick murder. It would have been too easy for him. I wanted him to suffer a while.
This is my uncle you're talking about. I know you killed him, Johnny. I'll get you for this.
Just hold your ideas, you mousy little poor excuse for a woman club owner.
You can't talk to me like that.
If my Johnny said he didn't do it, he didn't do it.
Well, if you didn't do it, then who did? If you didn't do it, then who did?
The door opens, and in comes...
Oh, it's you, Benny. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, Benny, Uncle Vinny's been murdered. I just can't bear to say the words.
She goes to Benny for comfort. He goes to light a cigar. As he reaches for the matches, money spills from his pocket.
Benny, where'd you get this money? There are hundreds of dollars here.
Nice job, Benny. Wish you waited for me to help.
Help? Oh, no, Benny, you murdered Uncle Vinny. You're the one? This is the money from last night's club. Why, Benny, why?
I did it for the money, Alexandria. For you. For love. But mostly for the money.
They're coming for you, Betty. They'll hang you.
They won't hang me. I'll say it was in self-defense. 5 or 10. I'll be out like the King of Hearts for good behavior. You can count on that. I'll be back.
Do you need sardines? You can get them at Kroger's for only 11 cents.
How about pork and beans? Always a staple at my house. 3 cents for 3 cans for 33 cents.
Kroger's, downtown Angola.
Well, it looks like our time is up.
The Von Bressler Radio Hour always goes so fast. A reminder to our audience, don't forget the famous Whoa Whoa Hoosier Hop. Tickets now on sale.
Also, the chicken pie dinner. I know I'll be there. Jerry, close out the program for us with your favorite song, will you?
As always. I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar faces that this heart of mine embraces all day through. In that small cafe, the park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut tree, the wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's bright and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you.
Nice job. Yeah, on one side, they like the used car salesman a little bit more.
If you know the words, why don't you join us and help us finish the song? I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's bright and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night
Thank you once again for tuning in tonight, Saturday, February the 21st, 1945. From all of us at WEAX. Tune in next week for our news, weather, music, and drama. From all of us, good night and be well.
Excuse me, everybody. I wanted to take this opportunity really quick to acknowledge the directors, Luann Holman and Aaron White, for their great job in writing the script tonight. So you guys come up here. We have a little prize for you. They are the ones that spent countless hours writing the script and coaching all of us, and they just deserve so much recognition. So please join me in applauding them.
Well, I'll just say thank you all for supporting our project. We worked really hard, and we have such wonderful people. Non-for-profit, everybody worked so hard. The Tri-State Band, they were just great. The mayor and chair, everybody who just came out tonight just gave of their heart and soul for weeks and weeks. Thank you for coming out on this cold winter night to enjoy Angola 1945. And God bless. Thank you.